Thank you. Good morning. Buenos dias. I'm Ashley Moody. It is such an honor to be back in South Florida with my colleagues and the family members of some brave individuals that we lost 30 years ago this month. And this marks the anniversary of this tragic event. And while it was a time of loss and certainly devastation for the families that they left behind, some are with us today, it was also a rallying cry for those that had been fighting for the Cuban people, for their freedom, so that they could realize their God-given rights. And it really set the stage of a difference in leadership and the effects of supporting certain government structures. And it became symbolic for the people here that it is meaningful to dedicate one's life to fighting for freedom, especially those here who witnessed it, who had family members who had it taken away so easily. They understand continuously fight for and defend freedom. That is why Florida, right now, at this moment in time, remains a shining light, a beacon of freedom in this nation. In the middle of calls for collective warmth out of ignorance or lack of history or not an understanding of that false promise, it is so important now more than ever that we have people coming together to defend a people that fight against oppression and tyranny to this day. And we're here with colleagues that are demanding, insisting that we not forget those 4 lives that we lost 30 years ago, and that we continue to fight for justice for them. They gave their lives in that fight for freedom. And we owe it to them to show up 30 years later and demand that the person that ordered their murder be brought to justice. Now, I know this administration, this president cares about bringing people to justice. I know this DOJ will work hard and approach this case with renewed vigor, because I can tell you, not just standing here as the newest United States Senator, but I can tell you as a former Attorney General, as a former federal prosecutor, cases sometimes go cold, especially some involving murder, conspiracy to commit murder. Cold cases are often brought decades later. This case never went cold. This is a hot case. There is evidence then, and I'm hoping there is new evidence to corroborate, that Raul Castro was involved in that conspiracy to murder the brothers to the rescue. And all we need is someone to charge into that hot case with renewed vigor and fierce passion and embrace the heat. And if we keep up our insistence that justice delayed not become justice denied, and that we bring accountability for these families, not just for the 4 individuals we've lost, but for all the lives that have been lost to the oppressive regime and as a result of the leadership of Raul Castro, we will indeed be delivering what America promises. And that is that we fight for victims, we deliver justice, and we always stand by those seeking freedom. So I stand with my colleagues today and recognizing this important anniversary. We should do this every year, but especially this year on the 30-year anniversary, and demand an indictment of Raul Castro. Thank you.